All right, welcome everyone. So this is a reading that I wanted to do for the month of December to see what energies are unfolding for you for that month. And obviously it's Christmas. So Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays. It's a bit in advance, obviously, because it's going to be posted before the start of the month of December. Yeah, so I wanted to do that reading for you guys. What I wanted to do something different this time. As you can see, there are like the Christmas ornaments. They're actually like cake toppers, but we'll call them ornaments. So you can choose whichever one speaks to you the most. There are also envelopes, and each envelope contains some of your cards, right? We're going to shuffle live as well. But there's also a message, a little letter for you in each of these envelopes. So this is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3 again. Pick however you like to pick. Typically, I've added those ornaments to help you further. Pile contains a message for you that will be relevant for the month of December. And I wanted to also shuffle to add to those piles right now. So for pile number 1, if you could add more information on the energies. Okay, we're not gonna right away look at those cards, but I think it flipped on camera. I didn't expect that. But I might decide to actually flip them. So let's see. Let's see for pile number 2. For pile number 2 to help them choose. Okay, so I think they're all gonna flip. So maybe we'll keep them, flipped, so that you can choose with whichever card speaks to you the most as well. I think we're going to go ahead with that. So for pile number 3, so for the month of December, kind of meowing in the background. I hope that's not too disturbing. All right. So basically, for those of you that want to choose with the cards like not flipped and just like that, like without seeing the cards, then I'm going to give you a few moments here to make your decision. You can pause the video, choose your pile, and then move to the timestamp related to the pile that you've chosen. But if you do want to see what the cards are, if you want me to reveal the cards and choose that way, then that's what I'm going to do right now. So don't pause the video and just wait for the reveal. So there you go. Either pause now or just wait for me to reveal the cards, pick your pile, and then move to the timestamp. So, okay. See you in a bit. Bye. There you go. So we have the 3 cards, okay? For pile number 1, we have Wisdom and Remember. It's funny because there's like a pumpkin and we've just, finished Halloween and into, the holidays. So I don't know, that might speak to you right now in your life, that maybe there's a certain transition of some sort, or I don't know, that just jumped out at me. Anyways, but there's a cat and like a lady obviously kind of hugging the cat. They seem pretty content. Maybe the cat isn't as content as the lady, but she seems pretty happy. Here we have the card of Shine. It says, hold your head high. And there's like a focal point here, or it looks like a magnifying glass. Yeah, there's a star like on her forehead and the stars in the sky. So that makes me think of something like important that you're working on or something along those lines. But also like using the message that you're made of stardust. Hold your head high, like confidence, like self-confidence and all that. And then it's funny that because it says shine, and obviously that's like a lantern, right? So that's pretty cool. We're gonna move to pile number 3. Here it says shelter. Foxes are together, sleeping happily. And obviously like it's sheltered from the elements, from the snow, from the cold. There's happiness. Like this is making me feel like a lot of joy. Like it's very reminiscent of the holidays. Like, so I don't know, in terms of energies, what is this making me think of? Well, happiness really. Comfort, happiness, holidays, that type of feeling is what I get from this card. So there you go. Those are our 3 piles right now. So if you feel called specifically in terms of the ornaments or the cards that we've seen, you can pick that way. So there you go. I wanted to do something a bit different this time. I hope this works. Let me know in the comments if you've liked that way of picking the cards. And yeah, I can't wait to delve into the letters that you received and everything. Once you've picked your pile, all you need to do is scroll to the timestamp related to the card pile that you've chosen, okay? And then you can move on to your reading then. All right, so I'll see you in a little bit. See you. All right, welcome pile number 1. And then we're gonna flip the card. that maybe you flipped it before, maybe, you know, it's a reveal right now for you. So it depends which path you chose. But either way, this is the card that came up for you guys. It speaks of wisdom, of remembering. It has ties to the past because we can see, aside from the word remember, we can see the pumpkin here. And it reminds me of, you know, Halloween and the month of October and what we've just kind of left behind to move into the holiday season now. And so it's kind of funny how it ties into like the season that's current right now. So yes, it's asking you to keep the wisdom that you've gained these past few months. Okay, that's the energy that I'm picking up on with this card. There's a lot of tenderness, and aside, like there's my cat screaming in the background. I'm sorry about that. So I feel like something's been illuminated to you, or it's really asking you not like to continue shedding the light on whatever you've learned about yourself or a situation since I'm going to say the month of October. Okay. So whatever's occurred in the fall for you that is positive, that is comforting to you. Yeah, especially comforting to you. Keep it close, right? As we can see in this picture, everything's close to her and she feels very safe, very secure, very comfortable. So there's really that sense of comfort, something in the fall that might have given you that sense of comfort. Whether that's like your own ability to transcend certain obstacles and you feel proud of yourself and you feel safety within your own like space, within your own, you know, mind, whatever it is, or that it's a home that you've built or your family or, you know, somebody that you love, a pet even, you know, something that brings you comfort. So now we're gonna open your envelope with your message and some of your cards, okay? Okay, here are your cards and your message. Okay, we're gonna put that envelope here, covered. Okay, so let me read you the little message we have, okay? So it says, the energy of this month is joy, so the month of December, and I share this feeling with everyone I come across, remembering that what I focus on is what I attract. I choose thoughts of love, prosperity, creativity, and unlimited opportunities. I shower every person, place, and thing in my world with my loving thoughts. So that's beautiful. I'll keep it here. So it's a very nice energy again. I love the sentence, remembering that what I focus on is what I attract, and choosing thoughts of love, prosperity, creativity, and unlimited opportunities, because it really makes me think of this remember here as well, and the comfort that we feel and that love. And so I feel like maybe it's something that you've been doing in the fall and that you're taking with you in December. Okay, we're gonna flip your cards now. Let's go one at a time, okay? Let's go with the first card. This is like the theme of the month. And there's joy. And obviously it's really fitting with your message here. And I see a family, which is also very, very fitting for Christmas. Like, it's a time where typically you're with your family. And if you're not, that's okay. That's okay too, right? By choice or not. Like, home is really what you make of it. It's not necessarily like a physical location. It's not necessarily like your familial, like blood relations, right? It is whatever gives you that feeling of comfort and of peace and of being safe and secure and all that. And so that could be anything, right? That could be, you know, pets, that could be friends, that could be whatever gives you that sense, right? I'm going to flip this card as well to add more layers to this. And here it speaks about harmony. So harmony makes the song of life sweeter. And it talks about like balance. And it really fits with that joy, the spirit of the holidays. So it's like really fitting for the month of December, I find. And it makes me feel like maybe you've had issues with harmony in your life recently. Maybe like some relationships were like not going the way you expected them to go, or you know, like maybe there was some hardship recently in terms of like feeling like in harmony with life in general, right? This is coming back for you. Definitely, with all this message of joy and close relations and comfort that we feel, and all this, the vibe is really nice. So yeah, this is really a message that harmony is coming back in your life. And if it's been the case since like the fall, like we've spoken about, then this is definitely continuing. All right, so we're gonna add more to this, another layer. So let's see, for the month of December, Spirit, what other energies are coming to Pile One's life? What energy will be coming into Pile One's life? Okay, one card. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Did you guys see this? How many joy cards are we getting? This is insane. Ooh. Seriously, this is crazy. What the hell? What are you guys attracting, man? This is insane. We have 3 joy. Joy, joy, joy. Jeez. I'm like still in shock. Okay. I feel like you've been attracting, like you've been really good with the law of attraction, if you believe in that. And so that's basically that what you focus on is what you attract, right? And I feel like, again, like you've been, either it's new for you that you've started doing that in the month of October or this fall, or you know you've been doing that a while, and specifically this fall, it's been like you've been putting a lot of manifestations, or you've been putting a lot in your, like, let's call it like a baggage of manifestation or whatever your sorry, I can't speak right now, but anyways, all of this to say that I feel like you've been really focusing or trying to focus on attracting positivity into your life, and it's working. Like this month of December, there will be a lot of joy, and it's so on point for Christmas too that it feels almost like cheesy. You know what I mean? But as you've seen, I've, you know, this card just flipped as I've shuffled in front of you. So yeah, a lot of harmony, joy, all of that. I mean, this is great, guys. I don't know what your secret is. Maybe you can write it down in the comments for everybody. That wouldn't be too bad, but I'm happy for you. Yeah, so I sense just a lot of happiness, like just this card with everybody like huddled in the centered, and you know, the sun in the background, the warmth, the happiness, the joy, the family, the relations. The dolphins here are also a symbol of joy, obviously, and happiness. That's what they represent, and playfulness, and harmony. So everything is like very, very positive for you guys. I feel like I want to end with this in terms of like the energies, but I feel like it's been very short, which is okay because I don't have a lot of time to film today, but I really wanted to do that anyway. I'm gonna reshuffle the other deck that we had here, and I'm gonna ask if for pile number 1, if we can get like any info in terms of like anything to watch out for, and not in a negative way, but anything like that pile 1 should keep their, you know, their eyes on, or their, like anything that pile 1 should keep in mind for the month of December, like should keep their focus on. There you go, finally. So anything that pile 1 should keep their focus on, aside from all that joy and all that, for the month of December. Rebirth. Okay. All right, so it says here, let go of the ties that bind. And again, like there's this woman in the center, and it looks like the same, but maybe not, but they really look similar. It is from the same deck, but I'm a bit surprised because they have all sorts of like other female figures and all that. So it's kind of funny that they're so, you know, similar. I don't want to say this, but I feel like some of you might have lost a loved one. I see an old person, like it reminds me of like maybe a grandma or something along those lines. Obviously it won't ring true for everybody, and my condolences if that's what happened to some of you. But I feel like their spirit or something might be coming through, or the universe might be coming through to tell you that she's fine, and you know, her soul lives on, and that she's, you know, trying to give you a lot of comfort at the moment, or spirit is also trying to give you a lot of comfort at the moment, and that yeah, that's really what I'm feeling. I'm feeling a lot of positivity, that's for sure. Like there's nothing sad about it at all. It feels very peaceful. Like the energy is extremely, extremely peaceful. And the spirit and her spirit might be sending you that exact energy right now. So if you know, if that doesn't ring true to you, if you know, that didn't happen in your life, there's no, you know, and that it's not recent, or that, you know, your grandma is still there or whatever, then like I said, I really feel like spirit is kind of like sending you a lot of peacefulness at the moment. And I feel like you're also able to recreate that peacefulness for yourself. That it's something that you've been working on potentially, and that because it does speak of rebirth, and I feel like that rebirth has occurred. Like for you, if you had struggled in the path, if harmony wasn't like a given in your life, I feel like in the month of December, you have rebirth already. Like you will have rebirth into that peaceful state. And like I said, for some of you, your sense of security and the people that you'll be surrounded with during the holidays might not be your blood family, or something along those lines as well. And that you are fully at peace with that this month of December. You will be fully at peace with that. You might have been working on this for a while or whatever, but I know that you will be happy in the month of December. That will be fine for you. And you are guided by your intuition as well. Your intuition is extremely developed, as well as your tenderness and your like fierce protectiveness. Like you might be fiercely protective now of yourself, of you, how you feel, of, you know, not placing yourself in situations that you know aren't positive for you. So I feel like you've gained really this ability to really choose, you know, what is right for you, what is in the moment too. It might change from moment to moment, from year to year as well, from month to month or whatever, right? Nothing is like set in stone. And I feel like you have that capacity of like adapting and flowing for yourself, right? And that what is true today for you, what is true this December for you, might not be true for you in the month of January, let's say, right? Like you allow yourself, but you allow yourself to just be yourself, to be confident in the choices that you make, because you know you can trust your intuition, you know what is good for you, and you trust your capacity to nourish yourself and protect yourself. I really feel like that's the rebirth that you're experiencing. Right, and it's absolutely wonderful energy to be in, wonderful and very inspirational, if I could add that. And it really matches that letter here that you received, which I feel really speaks of like the work you've done and the energy that is you. Here is what it says: the energy of this month is joy, and I share this feeling with everyone I come across, remembering that what I focus on is what I attract. I choose thoughts of love. I choose thoughts of prosperity. I choose thoughts of creativity and unlimited opportunities. I shower every person, place, and thing in my world with my loving thoughts. So I feel like, honestly, this is really the energy I'm feeling from these cards, from what Spirit is giving me here. And it's absolutely beautiful. Pile number 1. If anybody has picked this pile, I would love your comments. Also, if you want to share your story, what you will be doing this month of December, what your plans are, what your priorities are in terms of self-care, all of that. And so I send you all my love. Thank you for being here, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever you celebrate, and lots of love to you. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to know when I post the next video as well. I will do one for the New Year's for sure, and I'm gonna have my card deck is finally published. It's the first edition. I am so excited. I currently have the Mindset deck, which is in a digital format that you can definitely click on the link that I'm going to post here. It's a totally free cards that you can use, and you can choose a card for the month of December if you wish from that free card deck. And then the next video, I believe that I'll have the first printed version, and I'll be using it for sure. So there you go, pile number one. I hope this was helpful. Take care. Lots of love. Bye bye. Hello, hello, pile number two. Welcome back. So this will be your reading. Let's put your little ornament aside and let's flip that card. For those of you that haven't seen this card and it's your first time, then we're going to go ahead and look at it. So it says shine and hold your head high. And it was making me think of confidence, that sort of stuff, shining, not being afraid to be yourself, authenticity, building yourself up, that sort of stuff. And there's also maybe an element of like directionality, following your northern star, that sort of stuff that I'm seeing from the first impression of this card. So this might be an energy that's developing and coming for you in the month of December. We're going to go ahead and see what this envelope contains. We're going to read your message, your letter that you have here, and flip your cards. So this is everything we have. Let's put the envelope aside here. All right. And before flipping, let's read your message. So it says, I awaken each morning feeling prosperous and blessed. I love myself enough to take excellent care of my body, and it responds by giving me vibrant, good health. I share my good, and life brings me even more good to share. So this is pretty good. It kind of, matches a little bit this energy of this card here, I find. So when it talks about loving yourself and taking excellent care of your body, yeah, so that it gives you this vibrancy, the energy that you need to accomplish your goals or just to feel good in your body, in your mind, etc. So I feel like this is a good indicator of what energy is coming to you this month of December. So let's flip your cards. Okay, we have the card of Master Your Reality. Okay, before I flip this one, let's kind of dive into this one. Right off the bat, with the Master Your Reality, that to me reminds me of like somebody that's working on their mindset, that's working potentially like on your physical environment, on like it could be things like decluttering, like eating differently, and like it says here, taking care of your body, so working out, etc. This is one of the vibes I get from this card, but it's also making me think of transitions. I feel like you're going through like something like a new transition, a new change, going from one state to the next. I'm thinking motherhood just because there's a woman with a baby that's depicted here. But it might not be that for you, right? It's also making me think of like nurturing, self-nurturing, like nurturing your inner child or nurturing, the parts of you that, need care. So there's kind of that aspects that's really coming out. It could literally be motherhood as well, or any type of transition which requires you to take care of yourself. So there's a big emphasis on like self-care that's coming through all of these cards, from this one to that one to the message here that we see. So because this one says hold your head high, shine, so it's asking you to be in that elevated state where your confidence is shining from the inside outwards, kind of thing, right? And obviously, and I mean, I don't know, the sun here, the star here, it's making me really feel that you're coming into your own sense of self this month of December. Like if you felt confused, or if you felt like it was hard to manifest things or something along those lines, then I see that dissipating for you. And I see you, another aspect of mastering your reality is I feel like it's closely connected to your ability to manifest. So the law of attraction, for example. And I feel like this December, you're really connecting the dots on, how to manifest, how to get your dreams manifesting in your life on the daily, from small to big dreams, like, you know, the steps to take. You're kind of getting more in tune and in flow with life around you. And you're less kind of distracted by the external, if I may say it that way. So I feel like that's the energy that's coming to you, is that you'll be more kind of in control of your own self-care. Like I feel like you'll be so connected to what you need, and you're going to be so willing to give that to yourself that it's going to elevate you, and then you'll be capable of manifesting a lot more easily, since you're in that energy already of kind of self-congruence, right? So that's what I'm getting from this. Let's flip this card and add to it. It says strength, and it's connected to the root chakra. And it says here, strength comes from your connection to the root of your being. So again, a very connected, and I didn't quite see here, there's like the serpent, which is pointing directly to her root chakra. And it's making me think of like the Kundalini rising, where, like, you know, your base energy basically is strong and supported, and then it moves through the chakras, and it's kind of like an awakening. So I feel like it's depicting kind of like your ascension. Like what we were talking about is that you're elevating, like your energy is elevating basically through self-care. So I'm really sensing that for you. I'm just going to take another sip. It's pretty good. All right. Let's see what else. Yeah, so I feel like you're really going to be connected to yourself a lot more, and you're going to pay a lot more attention to what it is that gives you that sense of connection, that sense of groundedness. So whatever rituals, whatever habits that you have on the daily that can help you master your reality, that can help you master your self-care, basically, that can help you feel like you're taking excellent care of yourself. So I think you're going to figure out that, you're going to figure all that out. It's going to feel great. And you're really going to be confident in that energy. I really sense that sense of confidence shining through you. So that's what we have so far. We're going to add another layer to this. Okay, so we're going to take this deck and we're going to ask Spirit to further develop on the theme that and the energy that will be coming through for you this month of December. So for pile number 2, Spirit, additional information. Oh, wow, that card kind of flew. It slid across pretty smoothly and sharply. Oh, wow, joy. We had that card come out for the first group. So I'm kind of surprised that it's coming out, and the way it came out, like it really like slid. That's pretty insane. We asked for something more about the energy that's coming. So that's very fitting for a Christmas themed reading. The number 22 is really popping for me. I didn't notice that for the other group. So it might be that December 22nd is particularly important, like an important date for you. It might be that you'll be traveling, or maybe your family will be traveling to you at that point. Joy, also, it makes me think of, you know, how much of that confidence and self-care that you're going to have and inject this month of December is really going to spark joy within you, and joy that you can share, because we can see like the nectar, drinking the nectar. So it's almost like where you're going to be able to enjoy actually the fruit of your labor. So if you've been feeling like you've worked a lot these past few months or whatever it is, then you'll be able to relax and enjoy this month of December. It's going to be very, very joyful for you and very relaxing as well. Yeah. And also it's making me think of like a sweet tooth, which I didn't get for the other pile at all. Like it's reading completely differently. Enjoying sweets might be something. It was funny because earlier we talked about like taking excellent care of your body, maybe like going on some sort of special diet. I'm not saying diet like to lose weight, but like it might be just to help you. So eating different types of vegetables, or switching from like your regular diet to like a diet more rich in fiber, or whatever it is, right? So I feel like, but with the sweets here, it's making me feel like you're not going to, what's the word I'm looking for? Like you're not going to put constraints on yourself that, you know, that then are going to backfire. Because sometimes like when we go on diets, for example, and then like we're like, oh, I'm never going to touch like any chocolate, for example, or whatever. And then after a month of that, you're like, okay, I really want some chocolates. And then it becomes kind of this thing where it's like the food that's like prohibited becomes like this pull, or, like it's not necessarily the healthiest. It depends on the person too. But basically what I'm sensing is that you're allowing yourself to crave certain things and not feel bad about it. And you might go with moderation, right, with these things, but you're not going to be like, okay, no, I cannot have like another piece of chocolate cake or whatever it is, right? You're just going to allow yourself to nourish yourself however feels right to you, right? There's this, like, self-care doesn't necessarily mean that you can't eat certain things, or that you have to constrict yourself, right? That's what I'm trying to get at, is that there's no energy of restriction. It's going to be something where you listen to yourself and you're okay with the decisions that you take, and you don't really care, like it's okay. You don't make a fuss out of a small thing, basically, is what I'm kind of reading out of this. So yes, you'll be enjoying sweets, and you'll be just in that energy of joy. And let's see. Let's add another card here. All right. We're going to ask for maybe like what area of focus for your month of December, like what you should focus your energies on, basically, or what to keep in mind for the month of December. Let's see, for pile number 2, what to keep in mind. Oh, okay. Ooh, look at that beautiful card. You have the card of radiance, and it's making me think of the sun, obviously, here, and the stars shining as well. So that really works well with your reading so far. Let's see. What does it say? It says, rejoice in your life. Again, joy. I don't know what it is with pile number 1 and pile number 2. You guys have like joy everywhere in your in your reading. It says rejoice as well. Make love, celebrate. So yeah, a lot of like enjoyment, a lot of celebration. Like she's free. There's no restriction. Again, it's like you're just enjoying just that feeling of freedom, of self-care, of self-confidence again, that's coming through. I noticed the antlers on the deer here. And typically that symbolizes leadership. And what I'm sensing is that you're really going to be in your leadership. Like you are directing yourself. You are on the right path for yourself, first of all, because of how it feels. And if it feels joyful and if it feels good, then you are on your rightful path, if you will. And I sense that that's what's happening with you in the month of December. And because here I had a feeling of directionality with your northern like star kind of thing, where you're headed towards kind of like your destiny and your joy in general. And I feel like this is reiterating that by showing like that you'll like the radiance here, the main ray that's coming from this woman in the center. There's like a giant beam, and then it's reflecting on those on the deer with the antlers. And so it's kind of like really speaking of your leadership, that you're standing in your own leadership, you're standing in your own light, and you're leading with that, right? You're leading with that leadership and that empowerment. And that's really kind of the word. I feel like you're really going to empower yourself through your actions, through your self-care, through how you perceive yourself. And I just want to reread this message because I feel like it really sums up kind of like what we've seen in the cards too. It says, I awaken each morning feeling prosperous and blessed. And that's really kind of like a beautiful energy here that we can sense through the cards as well. I love myself enough to take excellent care of my body, and it responds by giving me vibrant good health. So I think you can also say, I love myself enough to take excellent care of my body, of my mind, of my soul, and it responds by giving me vibrant good health and energy. I share my good, and life brings me even more good to share. And I feel like this is really what you're attracting. So we were speaking of manifestation earlier, and I feel like the more you're in that energy, the more you're attracting the good and then sharing it back. And it's kind of like a cycle where joy is just coming back to you and coming back to you again. And there's like that wheel of flowers almost. And I feel like this is what's happening. Like, yeah, that's a beautiful energy. This whole state, everything that you're attracting, that you'll be attracting in the month of December is really going to be reflecting the strength from your connection to your being, to the root of your being. So that's really what's happening here, is that you'll be so connected to yourself, like you're doing such great work that it's paying off massively in the month of December. And it's beautiful to see. I didn't speak so much about the magnifying glass here, which appears to be a magnifying glass at least. I'm trying to see if anything comes up because I feel like I wanted to talk to you about that. Yeah, so your focus, I feel like it's speaking of your focus, that your focus will really be on your self-confidence, on your self-care, on taking care of yourself. And this is what's leading you in the right direction. This is a super important message, actually. Your focus, the focus that you're placing right now on your foundation, on your self-care, on taking care of your body, of your mind, of your spirit, that is in fact your destined path. And you're in the right direction. You're moving absolutely in the right direction. So pile number 2, I hope this was a helpful reading. I'm very happy for you, first of all, and the energies are absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to leave you with that. And the next reading will most likely be for the new year, for January. I'll be using my new card deck, which will finally be published for the first time. So I cannot wait to do that reading. I can't wait to receive those cards and have them in my hands. For now, you guys can use a digital version that I'm giving for free. I'm going to post the link and then you can just download the cards. And if you want to add a card to your reading or several cards to your reading, you can always just use those free cards and add another layer of clarification or whatever else you want if you need it. So again, pile number 2, thank you for watching. All the best to you. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Don't forget to click like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next reading, which will be all about the New Year's and the energy in the new year. So there you go. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, welcome, pile number 3. This is going to be your reading. So let's move this little flower and dive into it. So for those of you that haven't seen this card, we're going to flip it. So it's the card of shelter. You are cherished. So this is kind of like a little bit of the energy that you can expect in the month of December, right? Where you're super comfortable, you're sheltered from the elements. So there's this kind of like feeling of peace. I'm even getting a bit of like a rebirth energy. Maybe not rebirth, maybe that's not the right word. Sort of like a like more vitality coming through. There's a lot more vitality, and like maybe something that's been in the works is finally going to be paying off, or you're finally getting something that you've been waiting for. So that's what I'm really sensing from this. And there's this sense of just happiness coming through. Happiness and comfort and safety. Happiness, comfort, safety are the 3 of the keywords that I'm getting from this. And then you are cherished. So basically you're loved, you're supported. So there's love and support coming your way in the month of December as well. So let's look at your envelope and see what's in store for you for the month of December. We have cards, we have that letter. So let's open all that stuff up. put it all on the table. There's more stuff here. All right. So let's see. Let's read your message here. So it says, I truly believe that we are here to bless and prosper each other. All the love and kindness I have bestowed on others this year is now coming back to me. I joyfully receive all this good with open arms. It's kind of funny because it really matches what I was sensing from this card, which was like something that you have been wishing for or working towards is finally coming to you, is finally coming back to you or coming to you. Yeah, so you can really reap the rewards of whatever you've been working towards. So something is coming to you. There's a surprise. There's something good. There's something very joyful that you want to receive with open arms. Because that's beautiful. That's really good to hear. That's really good to know. So let's flip the next set of cards to see what this is all about, potentially. Okay. So beautiful energy so far for the month of December. Let's go ahead with these. So I have 2 of these cards. The other piles have only 1, but 2 wanted to come out for you. So we have the card of new and deep breathing. And so immediately this, oh wow, yes. What jumps at me are those 2 hearts, 1 heart here in the center and 1 heart here, kind of in the center as well. And there's several other hearts as well. I feel like, honestly, with the keyword new as well, I feel like there's a new love blossoming in your life. I feel like there's a new relationship coming towards you. Unless there's one currently also that, you know, somebody that you've met recently, and then it's officializing or getting more serious in December. But I'm really sensing like there's a new person entering your life in December. Pile number 3. If that doesn't ring quite true for you listening, it might be that you're reconnecting with somebody, and it's a good connection. Like, it's not something like heavy or anything along those lines. I just want to make that clear. But for most of you, honestly, I feel like this is a new connection coming through. This is a new person. This is a new love. We have you are cherished as well here. So I feel like it's very positive. The second thing I get, the other vibe I get basically with these cards paired together, is the deep breathing card here. It's making me think of like that you're stepping into this new relationship, and it's great, and it's something that you've been waiting for, and that you want to open, you know, you want to open yourself, your arms to this relationship because it is good. It feels good and it is good, right? But I feel like there's this element within you that's like a little fearful. So potentially if you've been hurt in the past or things like that, I feel like it's just spirit is asking you to breathe through whatever fears come up, right? Breathe through them, connect to your breath, right? As you allow the good to come to you, as you allow this relationship to come into your life, make sure to breathe through whatever fears might come out. Okay, so this is a big message for you. So don't let your fears hold you back from a great relationship, is what I'm sensing, basically. And for others of you, like, it might be that, you know, you've had maybe to reconcile with people in your life. Maybe it's like family or, you know, and for the holidays, so this December, things are going to mend. There will be healing. Yeah, and maybe there's a new start. Because I did get a little bit of that rebirth, but yeah, so it might be, like I said, for a small portion of you, I feel like this is like a restart with family members or another person. So you're reconciling. And for others, for most of you, sorry, it's a new person, a new connection coming through. Yeah. And another thing is for the deep breathing, like, it's making me think of, for example, you might be like the type of person that will kind of question the relationship in the sense of like, where is this relationship going to lead type of energy. It's asking you to kind of like breathe and be in the moment and not get too far ahead where you're trying to see like, will it lead somewhere? Where will it lead? How will it unfold and stuff like that. So I think Spirit is telling you can be secure and safe in the knowledge that in the moment right now in December, this relationship is exactly how it's exactly the good that you've been waiting for, and to just allow it to be in your life and not let these kinds of thoughts of like, is this going to lead anywhere, prevent you from enjoying the new that's in your life. And I feel like you've been really dedicated in your relationships in general, and this is coming back to you deservedly. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. I haven't looked at this. Okay, yeah, I almost forgot this card. And it says journey. To enjoy the journey, let go of the outcome. And that's really what we were talking about earlier, trying to get ahead or think ahead, but then you're not enjoying the moment that you're in. And again, it's really reiterating that you're fully capable of just allowing the moment to just unfold as it is, and trusting yourself, and trusting that the best will unfold, and that you'll be, no matter what, that you'll always have safety, you'll always have happiness, you'll always have security, you'll always have shelter within you and with others. You'll always find support no matter what. And I think perhaps you're really in that state of your life at the moment as well. Or that's really an energy that's manifesting in the month of December, where you're more sure of yourself, you're more in tune with your sense of direction as well, I would say. Yeah, so more grounded for sure as well. So we are seeing the sacral chakra here. I don't think I mentioned that. I think fear can stay in the sacral chakra and stuff like that. So I think it's very fitting here, where it's just asking you to breathe through any fears, any questions that are pertaining more towards the outcome and taking you away from the moment, right? Because when we project in the future or when we go in the past, we're kind of losing the moment we're in right now, right? And life is really in that moment. It really happens here and now. And so, yeah, so it's kind of like this month of December, you're really learning to accept and receive what is presently yours to experience. And it's beautiful. And yeah, and that new relationship seems to be something that is definitely going to make you happy. That's pretty awesome. We're going to add more layer to that, more cards. Let's see. More information, Spirit, for pile number 3 on the month of December. So for their month of December, more information about the energy, the theme of this month. Okay, we have one card. We have the card of freedom. Okay, we're going to take a second card here for the theme for the month of December. For pile number 1, we have freedom. Any clarification, any added information for pile? Okay, there we have it. And healing. Okay, beautiful. All right, pile number 3. So yeah, I feel like you're healing from the past. You're healing from previous fears, right? Where things are no longer holding you back from receiving what is good for you. And then freedom, which is all about releasing the chains that keep you basically stuck in habits or mindsets that, don't serve you. So like we've said, like certain types of questioning, or, being more tied to outcomes than actually experiences and the moments of life. So I think you're really coming to a sense of like freedom, the freedom to enjoy the journey, the freedom to let go of outcomes, of expectations, of, how you think things should unfold. But it's done in a way where it's very healing, where it's not like, where there's no like straining or chains or feeling like I have no other choice. You know what I mean? Like it's the opposite of that energy. It's like really kind of rejoicing in what's coming in your life, rejoicing in what is also there in your life. I also noticed the two foxes here, and they're kind of like intertwined. And that's also making me think of like two people coming together, right? And they're like sheltered and they're protected and they're really in like their bubble and they're happy. So I really feel like there's new love or new connection coming through here for you in the month of December. Yeah, that connection I believe will be healing. And your way of approaching that connection will be very healing, I have to say, right? This relationship might be great in teaching you as well how to breathe through certain fears and certain things and stuff like that, and how to really like enjoy your freedom more. So, yeah, pile number 3. This is all great energy for the month of December. Let's add another layer of cards here for you guys. So for pile number 3, what should they focus on for the month of December? Anything else that they should focus on? What should they place their focus on? Oh, that's beautiful. So I'm going to take a second card too for you guys, because it's been like everything is in pairs for you, which is quite funny. Like I really feel like you're going to be with someone. All right, let's take a second card. So what should pile number 3 place their focus on? Oh, okay, you have 3 cards. We'll take them. We'll take them. Okay, this card came up for another group, but we'll take it. So we have bliss and radiance, and they're very similar, very similar energies. So what I'm noticing right away is that in the pictures, the 3 women here, they all have their eyes closed, and here too, actually. I'm getting a lot of messages, so just bear with me here. I feel like you're really savoring, like you're really going to be savoring your life in the month of December. It's going to feel really sweet. It's going to feel great. Yeah, and it's a new energy. You're going to be glowing. Okay, let's read. It says, love your body, let your beauty radiate out. Wow, because it speaks about radiance here, radiate and bliss, and they're all radiating in the cards. That's what's crazy about it. You're going to be glowing, like fully glowing. And I don't know when the next moon is in December, but basically that's going to be like the apex of things from what I can see at the full moon in December. It's just wonderful energy, honestly. I just want to be like in it right now. I'm definitely getting the sense that some of you will be having wonderful sex. What else? All the flowers in those cards are also really coming through. So you might be getting some flowers. You might be receiving flowers from somebody, from that new love interest. But yeah, definitely this month of December is going to be very freeing for you. There's an energy release. You're going to be releasing a lot of stuff. And there's definitely like this energy of newness, a new self, a new start, and you're glowing through it, literally, quite like, frankly, you're glowing through it, and it's beautiful, and you're feeling absolutely amazing through it. There's happiness, there's security, it's bliss, it feels blissful. So that seems like a perfect month of December. Pile number 3, this is amazing. Again, the full moon is an important date. I don't know what date that would be. I'll try to post it in the comments for you guys, or else just look it up, okay? Because I feel like that date will be important. Maybe it's when you meet that person or when things get very real between the two of you. So I'm going to leave you with that. Pile number 3. I have a card deck that you can use that's fully digital online for free. You can add a layer of cards if you want more clarification, more information. So you can go ahead and do that with that card deck. I'm going to post a link in the description box. Or else don't forget to click like and subscribe. I'm really excited for my next video that I'm going to film, the next reading, because it's going to be all about what's unfolding in the new year. And I will be receiving my card deck in full print. It's the first edition. It's the first printout of my mindset deck. And so I'm super excited to use it for that. So I hope that if you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified when I post that reading. So don't forget to click that. And well, I'm gonna wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Enjoy to the max. It seems like it's going to be absolutely magical for you guys. Pile number 3, let me know in the comments if you already know who that person is, if you've met them, if it resonated. And yeah, so there you have it. Take care, pile number 3. Bye bye.